No race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more.
People went crazy over Black Lives Matter. Then it was Police Lives Matter. Every lives matter. But who's talking about the unborn child?
Ooh!
Like, do their lives not matter?
Sir.
Like, what's going on with that? Ladies and gentlemen, today is going to be an awesome day. We got Gabe and Victoria in the house.
Hey, guys.
Hey. We're going to do the new Tom MacDonald review that just came out, Race War.
Oof.
Let's go.
So we're going to give our review of Tom MacDonald.
This is going to be intense.
This is
Ignite Fire.
Okay, guys, so this is the new release of Tom MacDonald's Race War on YouTube. We're going to do a quick reaction review. We got 2 Mexicans and a white girl up in the house.
Hey, I'm a little Japanese. Okay.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You got Japanese.
Diversity.
We got diversity up in here. So
Diversity.
So this is appropriate for Race War.
All right.
Let's see what Tom MacDonald has to say
Come on, man.
on the subject.
Come on.
Or, it's Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun. I don't know why I like to say his name like that. Every
That's
time
a fun name.
Adam Calhoun. Like, every time
I get with you. Okay.
just that's how I want to say Adam Calhoun.
Calhoun.
Oh, my gosh. You all sound like wolves.
Here we go.
Sorry.
Here we go. Oh, yeah.
It's okay to be racist, as long as you hating on the Caucasians. Teaching white kids that their shade's the same as school shooters and rapists. Maybe I'm tripping because the white children have been getting taught that they got white privilege, but the white guys in the high heels who identify as the white women. I'm not proud to be white, but I'm fine with it because I'm not.
Was he just talking about transgenders?
I'm pretty sure he was, man.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. It's okay to be racist if you're against Caucasians. Like, what the heck?
It's like reverse racism.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all still racism.
It's racism.
It's the same.
It's racist.
Yeah.
Saying.
I was watching like
Crazy.
some other shows where they're talking about if it's against white people, it's not racist, and I'm like, you guys are completely blinded,
Like hypocrites.
Yep.
complete hypocrites.
Yeah.
and
It's biased.
and it's really not racism. It's good and evil. Satan and God. It's only the two.
Yeah.
And they have different labels. You know what I mean? But it's either evil or it's good, and and that's really what it is.
Yeah.
So thank you, Tom, for calling it out.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna go back.
Heels who identify as the white women. I'm not proud to be white, but I'm fine with it because I'm not allowed to have pride in it. Because the colonizers and the white bigots made white history my business. I ain't never gonna give a damn if you like me. I ain't gon' trip when they stereotype me. I'm a white boy, and a white boy like me knows that all lives matter. Bite me. When I was younger, they taught me to never see color, to treat every man as if he was my brother. But now that we're grown up, we hate one another for all of the ways that we struggle
Okay.
to suffer.
Let's pause there because he was talking a lot about this term called color blindness.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, what this term is it's creating, it's putting everybody in the box of like, everybody's the same. Everybody's the same.
Oh, yeah.
Which I totally understand, as in, like, we bleed the same color.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We're all human beings. However, there are very different cultures that have very different traditions, that have
Yeah.
very different worldviews, all of this stuff. And when we start to put everybody in one single box, we take away their authenticity of their cultures and
yeah.
of, their background of who they are as an individual.
Yeah.
And what makes them them.
Yeah.
So colorblindness is a really dangerous thing. It's just the term of like, I don't see color kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that whole thing. It's really prejudiced,
yeah.
and it hurts a lot of people. Even though we are all made equal and we're all made in the image of God, it's important to not see everybody as just cookie cutters.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So
no, you're right.
I just thought I'd
I
have
was
that little tidbit.
I was being Hispanic. I was raised prejudiced. I really was. And it's but hey, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
A part of the Hispanic community, a large majority don't like black people, don't like white people. And they have their own ideas. Like I remember being told not to marry outside of my race because the cultures are so different that it wouldn't benefit my marriage.
The compatibility would be different
Yeah.
too. So I
Wow.
mean, that's how I grew up the same way. It was like, hey, We marry Mexicans, and,
Yeah.
and things seem to work out just fine. Now,
And
there-
nobody talks about that.
No,
especially for the
Interesting.
Mexican community.
not
Yeah.
a lot of people. Not a lot of people.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
Yeah. So I
crazy.
had to break out of that, and there was no real reason. It was just kind of like passed down, and like that's just how people.
It's the
thought.
generational saying, like, this is what we do.
Yeah, it's a
This is-
generational-
Anything outside of that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So let's go back here.
We hate one another for all of the ways that we struggle and suffer. They coming for blood and we running for cover. The government wants us divided and dumber, addicted and drunk in the gutter, so we never wake up and never recover. Call me culture vulture cause I rap good. I don't pop Zans or smoke backwoods, but they call me a wigger and label me Hitler and hate like I'm wearing a Klan hood. It ain't left or right or black or white, it's good and evil. I leave folks hate all people. You
I was
Yeah, there it
just
was.
talking about that. I
Yeah.
was just talking about that.
Yeah, they try to separate individuals based on their skin color. It's a whole thing.
I think it's more than just skin color now too. I think there's a level of separating people by class too, and like how much money you make, where you live,
For sure.
the demographics of where you're at. I think that they there's so many different ways to divide people.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
crazy. So let's go back.
evil. I leave folks hate normal people. United we stand and divided we fall. America, we gotta get real. You were segregated, that was not fair. You were enslaved, they did not care. But you were never on a plantation, and my generation was not there. That's trauma in your DNA, causing what we see today. I pray to God you staying strong. Don't want to see no man in pain. The white folks, I'm embarrassed. Some of y'all are
So I want to stop it right there for a second
Yeah.
because I don't think that every generation has to pay for the sins of the past.
No.
And I think that prolongs victimhood.
Oh wow.
And it creates a prison, I think, within the mind of those who are born in that, because then
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I need someone else's help to get out of where I'm at. Instead of saying I am capable and I am able, no matter who I am or where I am, to elevate to a place where I can be fully successful in life. And whether that's monetary or not, I think it's a mindset of poverty. Like there's mindsets of poverty, and I think in that victimhood, it's almost like I need someone to help me versus I have the ability to do it. You know.
And kind of like that generational thing. This is gonna sound funny, but it reminds me of Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet. That reminds me of the song Hot Scent.
Oh my gosh. But it's like these two young people, they were forbidden to fall in love with each other because of their family feud, because of the generations before them.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't because of their generation and the feud going on with them.
I think that's
It was
why I
because
married a
of their
white
parents.
girl.
I was going to ask that earlier too. I was like, okay, did you actually stay in that thing or did you
No.
break out of it? That's
Broke out of
funny.
it.
And this disclaimer too. I mean, whether or not you're
She got me out the ghetto.
she got you, bro. She got you.
When you go white, you get right.
Look,
That
there's
is so funny.
there's a person for everybody, man. My family would say, look, this is who we're most compatible with. And for some of y'all, maybe that actually is the truth. I'm just going to be honest. No, I mean, maybe it is. Maybe
No,
it
fair.
is.
That's
Maybe
fair.
it is. But I'm not saying that's the correct way all the time. It's okay. It's okay.
That is so funny.
It's okay. My dad's best friends were always black. And he's Mexican.
Come on.
He's Mexican. So
That's
some
hysterical.
things work, some things they don't. So we'll just keep moving on. Hey, also, by the way, Tom MacDonald, he's rapping hard right now.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah,
he
for
is.
real.
He
Some of these
is.
words I'm not
Good.
catching.
we need the script.
Yes, yeah, he's going way too fast. But he has slowed it down from some of his other raps.
It's good though.
But he's really good.
I mean,
I'm
yeah.
digging his outfit.
Little bit.
It's almost like what 90s a little bit, the white tank top, the white shirt,
tee,
the white
the
tee,
blue
The washed
jeans,
out
yeah.
jeans.
jeans and the white shoe. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I dig it,
man,
too.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Yeah, he's
like
spitting
country
right now.
boy
He's spitting.
kinda-
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's spitting.
embarrassed. Some of y'all are such Karens. That prejudice you inherited
Hold on, did we
was
miss
racism
something?
from your parents. White folks, I'm embarrassed. Some of y'all are such Karens. That prejudice you inherited was racism from your parents. Get that poison out your veins, whites and blacks.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
said racism from your parents.
Yeah.
We were just
That
talking
was the
about that
thing we were
too.
talking about.
It's passed down. It's passed down.
Yeah.
And we on track.
Oh yeah.
Strong, don't want to see no man in pain. The White folks, I'm embarrassed. Some of y'all are such Karens.
That almost sounded like Eminem right there.
Yeah.
The way he enunciated that.
Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in our graves, just let me try to explain. I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more.
Okay, so I'm liking this so far.
Yeah.
And we're dying whose lives matter more.
Yeah.
It's interesting how there's people went crazy over Black Lives Matter, then it
Right.
was police lives matter, every lives matter, but who's talking about the unborn child?
Ooh,
Like, do
You're
their
gonna-
lives not matter?
sir.
Like,
Yeah.
what's going
Yeah.
on with that?
Yeah, no, that drives me insane. Like, people can talk about, how much every other person matters except for the one that's developing in the womb. That, oh my gosh, that makes my blood boil. There is this mass murder, going
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that just people pass off as just, an easy fix
Yeah.
for your lack of self-control. Sorry, just have to say it.
These hoochies on the street. It takes two to tango.
It does.
But and for those who are watching this video, there are medical situations,
Yeah, absolutely.
where there are necessary things that are necessary, but not for convenience,
Right.
No.
And not just to
Not for a cop out.
yeah, not for a cop out,
That's-
not for a
Right.
cop out. And it's funny that we're talking about race and stuff in the Mexican culture. We're always trying to pop out babies, like.
No, it's true, man. It's true.
we were in the ghetto, right, at Maryville, what? And I was saying, like, you couldn't make it out of high school without at least 2 kids. Like, they were popping out kids like crazy.
That's funny.
And then, so yeah, I mean, and it's crazy. And I think every ethnicity has a different take on reproduction and their kids,
For sure.
But the life of the unborn child does matter.
Absolutely.
It does.
All right, let's go back. Here we go.
Every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more. If you born black, you lose. Might as well go get that. You gon' die before you 25, get shot over your shoes. You gon' get killed by police even when you follow the rules. If you listen to the news, you gon' believe all this is true. I ain't feel no white guilt.
Oh,
He's laying it down hard,
Adam,
man. He's
talk
laying it
about
down
it.
hard.
Talk about it.
that's why I say Adam Calhoun. I'm like, holy
That's
moly!
funny.
They blocked out that the I think he said. Noose.
Oh, is that what that was?
I think he said noose.
Oh,
Like go ahead and
dang.
get. I'm like, oh.
Dang.
But it comes back to that victimhood,
Right.
Because it's
Right.
like if you have no hope and you're believing that you are always oppressed by everyone and everything around you, and I always say that if you don't have the hope of Christ, you don't have the hope of that He gives you, and everything that seems so dark, it's like what else is there?
Yeah.
And then it's almost like, hey, might as well take my life, like
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Adam Calhoun.
Oh. He's laying it down.
We like this guy.
Might as well go get that. You gon' die before you 25, get shot over your shoes. You gon' get killed by police even when you follow the rules. If you listen to the news, you gon' believe all this is true. I ain't feel no white guilt. They'll ride for me when I'm killed. I guess white lies don't matter, sad, but that's the way that I feel. I feel like they feel like I don't know what they all call me. Cis white male, bigot racist, he's a Nazi. That's not me. I'm not one of these white liberal commies who think black America needs allies in they army. Your neighborhood's all gay and claim you pro-black, but you faking. Guys are dying on the pavement. All your hashtags won't save them. That ain't gangster. People begging for their life still. I know white people who can't afford to pay their light bill, who might feel.
Hey, that's Bidenomics right now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was with my brother. I was on campus, right? And we went to like a little grocery store. And a freaking protein bar, you guys, was almost $4. I was like, get out of here. That went
Yeah.
up like $1 since a week ago. I was
Gas
like, holy crap.
And gas prices are $5
Back
right now.
up again.
Yeah.
Back
Like,
up again.
What is
real.
happening?
You know the conversations I've been having with people recently? I've
What?
been like, hey, hey, let's just look at the society and everything that we're paying for right now. Do you like paying for it? And they go, no. I said, okay. Did you like the prices that were here before? Whoever was in power. Yes. Okay.
It's like
They can't even say it.
Well, just say it.
Oh my
Trump
god.
2024.
Just say
Amen.
it. Just say it, man.
I can finally vote this time too. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. I didn't make the cut last time, but I'm there this time. I'm so excited.
Look, there's a lot of people changing. There's a lot of people changing.
For anybody that's going to vote, you don't have to love the person.
No.
Right.
You don't have to love the person.
Right.
Let's just meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah,
And let's
yeah.
look at the benefits and disadvantages that people in the past have brought us.
Yeah.
And then we make a decision in this near future. Just saying. Just look at it.
Look at the results you want.
Okay,
Yes.
we're gonna get political for a second. Okay, this is really
Here
funny.
we go.
If you look up all the racist things that Trump has said, right, versus all the racist things that Biden has said,
Oh snap.
there is a clear winner. People
are not gonna like this.
Who is racist? And if you look at some of the things that Trump has said versus Biden, I'm like, oh heck no.
Yikes.
There was one that was like, just there's some disturbing things that Biden says. And I'm like, he does need prayer. Like somebody needs to cast that demon out of him. Because
That Sleepy Joe needs prayer.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Oh my
Dang.
gosh, this is the night of the living dead. These
Bro.
walking around.
Bro.
People are not gonna
it's
like
rough,
this.
man. Y'all aren't gonna like it, but here's the thing. There's certain things I don't agree with that Trump says. Okay, and there's a lot of things I don't agree with that Biden says.
Yes,
I wish that there was some more options. Let me just say that. I wish there was some more options, some better things that we could actually, put our trust in. But between the two, my personal opinion,
Yeah.
I'm going with Trump all the way.
Trump.
You may hate me for it, but I'm gonna do that. That's what's gonna happen.
Same here.
And
Make
don't
America great again.
Don't make it a race thing. I know a lot of black people that are voting for
Yes.
Trump this year.
Yes.
You want to know why I'm here to support President Trump? Because they done did black men like this for decades. Make up charges and put them, so I know Trump is innocent. I support Trump against this corrupt, two-tiered justice system. That's why I'm here to show my support as a black man for Trump. And I'm wearing my shirt for Trump 2024, and I mean that.
And it's blacks for Trump. And it's pretty funny.
Oh,
Here we
geez.
go.
And I think he was a governor too. So
Whoa.
like he was a potential governor.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
Let's get through this video.
All right.
Lifestyle. I know white people who can't afford to pay their light bill, who might feel like they the ones who losing their life. When the worst thing you could be is not ashamed to be white. White privilege is a system they position for division. If you black, you go to prison. If you white, your life is different. Take some money, race religion, sprinkle in some ammunition, and make everyone believe that the other team is the villain. I ain't pro-black, I ain't pro-white, I'm pro-American. Every color turns to bones one day when you bury them.
Let's just take a minute to say, I want to take a minute to say, we live, I believe, still in the greatest nation in the entire world.
I agree.
Yep.
I've been to mission trips to other countries, and Ecuador is an amazing country that I've been to Mexico, but it's something about coming back on the U.S. soil that just does something to me physically. It just I can feel it when I'm back on my home base,
Yeah.
And I want to thank all the veterans that
Yeah.
have laid down your lives for
Absolutely.
the freedoms that we have,
Yes.
the freedom that people take advantage of and spit in
Right.
other people's faces for. That freedom wasn't free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so, it cost somebody something.
For
Yes.
sure.
Yes, it does.
So let's go back. Okay.
White, I'm pro-American. Every color turns to bones one day when you bury them. Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in that grave. Just let me try to explain.
I don't
They
think
want us in that grave.
they do. They do. And whether you're transgender or not, when you die and they bury you in say 100 years and they pull up your bones, it will show whether
Yes.
you were
Yes.
originally a man or a woman.
Ooh,
It will.
say that.
Is there a difference?
Click on the other video.
Right. You know what's funny is the documentary I was watching yesterday about like the transgender, whatever. They were talking about, there was another testimonial. There was a young man who had transitioned into a woman, and he was really excited about the transition, like things were going well, like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Turned out that there was a clot going on, and so when he went into when he went to see the doctor, basically his report was like, yo, you're getting too much estrogen and you're technically a guy.
Oh, dang.
So you're getting these clots and you have 2 weeks to live.
Oh, dang. Well, estrogen's not good in the male body.
Exactly.
It's
exactly,
not.
because we're
It's
different.
not.
We're
Yes,
different,
It's
y'all.
not.
We are different.
It's not
So,
natural.
so even when you
Guys.
Yeah. So even when you quote unquote change genders, you don't actually change genders.
Yeah.
Like it's just not reality.
It's like what we said in the last video. You can play dress up all day long. You can play dress up all day long. You're not changing your gender. You are still either a man or a female.
You can
That's
get
who you
all
are.
kinds of surgeries, all
now,
the things.
Now you may have some feminine tendencies, but you're still a man. You're still a man.
You say that.
Come to camp. You're still a man.
I was watching this video on Laugh Your Way to a Happy Marriage, and the guy
cool.
the guy was saying, you know, there is differences between men and women, and sometimes men do share some of the characteristics of women. He's like,
Yeah.
as he was going through the study, he was like, oh my God, I'm a woman. And then he was like, no. He's like, listen. These aren't general rules. They're not
so
general
funny.
rules. And he was talking about usually you marry your opposite. So whatever you're lacking, you marry that.
For sure.
Which is kind of funny.
That's
and
cool.
It causes problems later on in marriage.
Well, maybe we'll have an episode about that someday.
Oh yeah. Victoria got the great idea for a marriage podcast that we
Really?
could all be involved with. So
Really?
yeah, we were gonna talk
Okay.
more about it.
Where the younger generation gets to ask the other generation.
The older, like
Okay.
I'm the old
I
man
didn't
now.
say older. I didn't say older. I said other.
Jacob,
Just
you're
so you
the
know.
old man. You got that Wolverine gray beard going on.
No, we look up to you, Jacob. We look up to you.
Got that Logan beard.
That Logan. And he was old.
Bro, he was old, bro.
Rejuvenated.
Okay, let's keep it rolling.
Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in our grave. Just let me try to explain. I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more. They want us in a race war, dying in the streets. Should be us against them, but it's you against me. Ain't nobody gonna win. Everybody gonna see that the color of your skin don't change the color that you bleed. I swear they.
When you said, you know, it's us against them, I really don't think to the world it looks like it's us against the government but it's really it's Satan against the children of God.
Yeah.
And it's really that war between good and evil, right and wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And-
we don't fight wars of flesh and blood.
No, but
Yeah.
of spiritual principalities in high places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are governmental, you know, places
Yeah.
that those spirits are actually in control of. And I think that when we, you know, walk in the light of God's truth, we are a danger to the system itself because it is controlled by Satan.
Here's the thing. I don't know if it's actually controlled by it, but I think that the authority of it has been given to the enemy.
Oh yeah.
I think that doors
Yeah.
have been opened for his authority in
Yeah.
those places in order to give him control. I don't think
Yep.
those places automatically have
Right.
been given control
Oh,
over the
right,
enemy.
yeah.
You know what I
No,
mean?
that's true.
They've been fallen leaders down
Yeah.
the generations, and then the influence of the enemy is just
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you know,
So
Causing all that division.
a lot.
I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more.
ready?
The Brave 2.
All right.
I think that was actually really good.
Yeah.
Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun.
Another good one, calling out the evil,
Man.
calling out
Yes.
the way things are.
Man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And, you know, I do like Tom's perspective. You know,
Yeah.
I do like where
Yeah.
they're coming from. And he's saying things I think that a lot of people will not receive. Like those
For sure.
for the people that are already blinded, that are already you know, whether you're black or white, but if you're already blinded by the lie of racism and all this other stuff that you're seeing on the news and things that are happening, you're not going to want to hear someone else's perspective.
If you're bought into
Absolutely.
the system already, the system is
That's
already
the system,
controlling you. So
Yeah.
you're already not going to see it.
They're
You may
their
watch
daddy,
this
the
video.
devil.
You may watch this video and you're not going to get it.
Yeah.
You're not going to get
No.
it. You may just hate us and
Dislike.
just dislike, whatever. Even though YouTube doesn't show dislikes anyway. So
Oh, it doesn't?
no, it doesn't. Have you gone on YouTube and tried to see the dislikes on a video?
Ours, yeah, we don't see. I don't see them.
No, we don't see them.
I do see the
What?
comments though.
We know some of
That's
y'all are
true.
disliking it though.
Yeah.
We know. All I'm gonna say is I know we're getting more likes.
We know.
We know. We know. We know.
And we read your comments.
We do.
We do.
We do. And we don't just read them. We read them and then we decide what we're gonna do afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything we do, we've made some decisions.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I'm just saying sometimes we say certain things, sometimes we don't say certain things, but we listen to y'all. We do listen to y'all.
Yeah.
And we're just having fun.
We're just having fun.
You know, we're having fun. We're sharing our biblical worldview.
Yeah.
We're talking about, you know, and sometimes I think I said on another podcast too. I sometimes sound chauvinistic, but I am. You know. And
You tell him. You tell him.
and that's why I need Jesus. I need the love of God.
We all
Where
need
would you
Jesus.
be without Jesus?
Yeah, we all need Jesus.
We wouldn't be friends.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be friends.
But you know,
Right.
there is a hierarchy within the family of God,
Yeah,
where it's
yeah.
God, and then God created man, and
Right.
then out of man God created woman, and then out of woman she's the mother of the children.
Yeah.
And if you come back to the original design that God created, marriage between a man and a woman,
Yeah.
and the kids within the household, and they're being raised by both mother and father in
Yeah.
love, it creates a whole different society.
yeah, yeah,
And
it does.
and Satan's totally against that family unit.
Yeah, yeah.
The
And-
enemy hates family.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
And and he definitely hates the leadership of a man.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen it
Say that.
that, you know, yes, women have been great at, you know, at single moms,
Mm-hmm.
but regardless of how good a single mom is, she does not take
doesn't
the
match up.
place of a male in a child life.
It doesn't
It
match
does
up.
not.
That's not what we were made
It
for.
does not.
Yeah.
It does not.
Mm-hmm.
It changes
No.
that dynamic of the family and even that person that's growing
Yeah.
up with just a single parent.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The balance was made there for a reason by God Himself.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
just take a look. Take a look.
Even with the hard economic times that we're in, if you have a mother and a father in a home, and say the father's working all day and the mom's taking care of the kids, and then all of a sudden the dad comes home and maybe the mom has to go to work, and then so both are working, but they're both taking care of the kids and they're in shifts, and you know, even though it could be a difficult situation, the kids still have the structure of both parents in the home.
Absolutely.
And that leadership.
Yeah,
And
I like
it,
that.
And it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes a difference.
Yeah, you know it's kind of crazy.
Huh.
Me and my girlfriend, she was like, "Hey, can you help me out with something?" See, this is where people are going to start getting upset. And hold on, just warning to all the feminists out there. You're going to watch this. She was like, "Can you help me with this trash can?" So it was a trash can, and she's perfectly capable of doing this, but I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I grabbed the trash can. She's like, "We need to clean it." So throw in some soap. It just stinks. It smells disgusting.
Yeah.
So I'm cleaning it, whatever. And then we're filling it up, and we fill it up with the water, you know, I'm rinsing it out. And it's kind of heavy because of the water and everything. I'm dumping it out, and I go, you know, I just don't understand a lot of feminists. Like, why would you want to be doing this by yourself?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be doing that crap.
And then my girlfriend goes, I don't want to do it by myself. That's why I have you. And I was
Exactly.
I was like, it just seems like, you know, even for me, like, I appreciate you being here while I'm just doing this. Like, it's just nice, the relationship.
I like that.
You know, it's like, and she was like, yeah, I'll never understand. And I was like, well, good. I'm so glad you're not a feminist.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's cool.
I didn't grow up the most healthiest situation.
Yeah.
But even in the household that I did grow up in, there was certain jobs that men did and certain jobs that the woman did.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it was pretty hardcore, you know. But the guy always took out the trash, cut the grass, did the yard, did all the stuff outside, all the maintenance.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom was supposed to cook the food and take care of the kids and do all, but it wasn't necessarily bad. It was only when that dynamics broke when everything fell apart.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that'll preach.
Yeah.
That'll
That's
preach.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
So, I mean, summary, race, gender, roles, and all that stuff. I mean, look, it's kind of all in the video right now.
It's a full war.
It's a full war.
It's a full war.
It's a full war. 100%.
And we're in the middle of it. And if you don't think we're in a war, then you might be a casualty of that war.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Tell 'em.
Casualties.
You're a 2-time casualty.
Well, guys, I want to thank you guys for clicking on today's video. Don't forget to interact with us. Leave a comment down below. Put some thumbs up.
Let's go.
And hit that subscribe button. And we'll until next time, we love you. God loves you. God bless.